Oh, yeah. I'm bad to the bone, and you know it. All right. That's some George Thorogood for you right there. All right. My name's Ralph Williams, and this is the Ralph's Opinion Show. And we're here every single Wednesday night at 7 p.m. I want to apologize for the delay. This is what happens when you order food and you get bad service. That's what happened to me tonight. My dinner just arrived, and I had waited over an hour and a half for it. So, believe me, as soon as this podcast is over here, we're going to take care of this. Now, I wanted to bring you up to speed on an announcement I made last week. Unfortunately, I had to take off Ralph's Opinion Local. Last week was our last show for that. I may bring it back next year on a different day and time. All depends on what's going on. But I have some good news for you. You can catch my the Ralph Williams Show every single Saturday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. on AM 1250 and 92.5 The Answer. And here it is right here in Pittsburgh. Or you can go on The Answer's website, or you can also go on iHeartRadio and check, just punch it up on Google. And my guest will be none other than Eric Montardi. And Eric is part of the Allegheny Institute of Public Policy, and we will be talking about the city of Pittsburgh and Allegheny County's budgets. We'll be doing that, and then don't forget every Saturday as well, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., 1250 a.m., 92.5 FM, The Answer. And also, don't forget about Saturday, a triple header, the External Bum Show, right here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and also on Huddle Sports Network. So just to let you know, all that is on Saturday, the triple header of Ralph. Don't forget about that as well. And don't forget tonight on the Kneecap Biting with Jeremy Ballrick and also Huddle Sports Network, I will be on an NFL Roundtable. It starts at 9 o'clock. That'll be tonight as well. So catch me on them shows if you are interested. All right. This Saturday, 31 Bar and Grill in Bridgeville, Bon Journey will be performing. So check out Bon Journey this week. They are a friend of the show. So check them out this week. And then on November, the 28th, I believe it is, or the 26th, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, there will be Journey will be playing at Jurgles for a pre-Thanksgiving show, which will be the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and Jurgles starts at 8 p.m. And then for New Year's Eve, check this out here. It'll be at Jurgles as well. New Year's Rockin' Eve Bash, music by Bon Journey, champagne, toast, party favors. Tuesday, December 31st at Jurgles, New Year's Eve. We will not be broadcasting on New Year's Eve at all, and we will not be broadcasting from Christmas all the way through New Year's Day. We will not be broadcasting any shows. We are off. So I just want to let you know as far as the shows go here with RW Media Productions. Also, I know it's a little bit of a tragic situation, but I had shows on there at one time. I got a very destructive email today saying that the Blog Talk Radio group, who I used to have shows on, including some that were produced by Mark Mancini, Blog Talk Radio has is going to be shutting down at the end of January of next year. They're going to be shutting down. So, anybody that, I know you've tuned in to Blog Talk Radio to listen to my shows or to listen to anything with Mancini Media, but it's sad to hear. Blog Talk Radio is going down the end of January. They will no longer be broadcasting in the end of January 2025. So we have a lot to talk about tonight, including we're going to go over Trump's cabinet. We're also going to go over or talk about something that interesting that happened on Monday on Veterans Day down at the Arlington National Cemetery. And, you know, Arlington National Cemetery is a very popular place during Memorial Day and also on Veterans Day. The president goes down there, lays a wreath. Memorial Day, it's the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. That happens quite a lot, all the time. I was at one. I witnessed one back in the day when I was in the Boy Scouts. We took a field trip down there, and I checked that out. But I got something for you about Monday. In fact, we're going to talk about that first before we get into Trump's cabinet tonight. And some other issues. Spirit Airlines found for bankruptcy. What does that do? Bob Casey, and Dave McCormick here in Pennsylvania. There's going to be a recount that was announced today by a judge. So we're in the Mata Heating and Air Conditioning Studios, 724-201-0500. Call Mata Heating and Air Conditioning. You ought to call Mata Heating and Air Conditioning. Give them a call today. You need you need UV lighting, you need snow melt, or do you need any sort of heating and air conditioning needs, especially your furnace, which wintertime is coming up as well. So just to let you in on that one as well. Also, Trump's new defense secretary, he makes a comment today on the View with Whoopi Goldberg in regards to the military, and we'll talk about that later as well. But first, we're going to talk about what happened on Monday at the Veterans Day thing there at the Arlington National Cemetery. Now, I don't know if this was aired. I didn't see it, but I do know from what I understand, and it's all over the place, that Joe Biden was there to put a wreath on the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, okay, or whatever he does there, all right? So his wife, Jill, was with him, accommodate him, of course. Some former presidents were there. Kamala Harris showed up with her husband, which he's known as the second husband, okay? So he shows up, and then what had happened was it turns out that nobody gave Kamala Harris the time of day. Yeah, nobody gave Kamala Harris the time of day. Can you believe that? People are so, I guess the Democratic Party is so agitated that some of these people just aren't even acknowledging the fact that she's even still the vice president. I heard Joe Biden didn't even give her the time of day. Okay? And I don't know if that's anything that's of any importance, but I do know that if that's the situation, this Democratic Party is really in trouble. Okay? I'm a Democrat. I have been for a long time. I'm not a straight ticket voter. I will vote a Republican in here or there that I like, or I think that I might like. Okay? So go ahead, call me a traitor, call me names, call me whatever you want. I don't care. I really don't. I've already taken some slack for some comments I made last week about Kamala Harris, and I really don't care at this point. Okay? You don't like what I have to say, then don't watch my show. You don't like what I have to say, don't listen to any of my radio shows. All right? It's that simple. So, I got some slack for what I said last week about Kamala Harris, and I don't care. But it's the truth. And what's sad about this whole thing is you have these Democrats out here that don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth about the progressives. They don't want to hear the truth about anything. I speak the truth. I speak facts. I show facts. When I come on here and I say Kamala Harris was wearing plaid clothes, I will show you pictures of her with plaid clothes on. I don't come on here spewing misinformation just to hear myself talk. So Kamala Harris was at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier at the Arlington Cemetery, or whatever it is that they do on Veterans Day, and no one in the presidential group there gave her the time of day. Okay? And I don't care as to whether or not that's the case. But what I do care about is the fact that the Democratic Party needs to take a look at this. Take a look at your failure. Okay? Take a look at your failure here. Take a look at a 78-year-old man in Donald Trump going around state to state, city to city, 4 rallies a day, 2 a day, 1 a day, whatever. He was everywhere. He didn't stay for 10 minutes and leave like he did here in Pittsburgh. Kamala Harris did it here in Pittsburgh. 10 minutes she talked. I don't care about Beyonce and Yip Yappy or whatever some of these people were that sang at that thing. I don't care. All right? I want to know what Kamala Harris has to say. I want to know what her plans were. I want to know what she planned on doing. I want to know why she don't do her own thing and get away from Joe Biden stuff. Okay? That's the truth, Democrats. That's the truth. And if you don't want to hear it, then that's too bad. Because here, you're going to hear it. If I think your breath stinks, I'm going to tell you your breath stinks. It's that simple. If I tell you need to take a bath, I'm going to tell you need to take a bath. So I'm telling you right now, they did not give Kamala Harris the time of day on Monday at the Veterans Day thing at the Arlington National Cemetery. The whole clan of folks within Biden's group there, and some of the other Democrats, some of the former presidents. Okay? So now the Democrats are doing what the Republicans were doing. I went and I DJ occasionally, and my friend Bill Canetta and I both DJ. We do a show on Monday called The Way We See It. Sometimes we DJ together. Well, it turns out that we had a gig at the Republican Party for the borough of Pleasant Hills out here in Pittsburgh. And the Republican lady that was there, that's the chairman of the Pleasant Hills Republican Party, or the South Hills, or the Greater Pittsburgh, or whatever the heck she was. She said there was no unity within the Republican Party, and that the Democrats, the progressives, now this was actually, I'd say, a year into Biden's term. Okay? She said the Republicans, they don't like the they're not unified like the Democrats. Okay? Now it's reversed. The Democrats are not unified now. The Democrats are running away. They're leaving people who failed to hang, like Kamala Harris. She failed. And Joe Biden's at fault for this because he put her there. Did she want to be president? I don't know. Okay? It's that simple. That's my opinion tonight on that. Next, the new defense secretary for the Trump administration. Now listen to this now. All right. He declared he's been putting his cabinet together for the last that and hang on a second here. Yeah, so, all right, I had to answer something here. Okay. All right. So the defense secretary, the new, the guy who Trump just decided to put into the job, decides to go ahead and he makes a comment, which of course, some people, they interviewed him. They said, how would you like your or, whatever it is you're doing there. Okay. And hold on a second here. This is ridiculous here. All right, here we go. All right. Let's see where we're at here. Okay. All right. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth. Okay. Pete Hegseth is the new defense secretary for the Trump administration. And what he did was he decided that he was going to make a comment, and Whoopi Goldberg got angry about it today on The View, that he said, and I quote today, this is what he said: no women should be in combat in the military. So Whoopi Goldberg goes, well, he hasn't been in the military. Now, Whoopi, what part of this didn't you understand? The man was involved in the military, and he was in two wars, which makes him what, Whoopi? Part of the military. Whoopi, I think it's time for you to go home. I don't watch your show. Never really have. Okay? Don't have the time. All right? So I don't watch your show. It's time for you to hang it up. Because the man said quite frankly here, and if you were paying attention, Whoopi, instead of opening up your mouth before you have the facts, the man was in two wars. Okay? He was in two wars. And he said no women should be in combat. That's his opinion. So Whoopi says, well, you've never been in combat. What am I missing here? Whoopi Goldberg, what am I missing? Okay. Comment section wide open tonight. I'll get comments later on Facebook like I did last week. People bashing me about Kamala Harris. I only speak the truth. And if you don't like it, too bad. I said this earlier, and I'll say it again and again and again. Okay? I voted for Donald Trump because I didn't trust Kamala Harris. I got away from Beaver County Radio because I didn't trust management. When I don't trust somebody, I get away from it. I took Sports Corner off of Beaver County Radio because I didn't trust management. And I didn't like the games. Kamala Harris, I didn't trust. She was going to do the same stuff that Joe Biden did. Okay? So now, Biden is struggling and fixing to try to get money to Ukraine because this is the final, few months of his term. He don't have that much time left in his term before Donald Trump gets sworn in for a second term as president. Okay? So Vladimir Stavitsky comes over again and sticks his hand out like that, which I wish I could do that, or you or anyone else. Sticks his hand out again, and we give him another $9 billion. $9 billion to Ukraine. Well, Russia, I don't care about Russia. Or what I do care about is what President Trump's going to do if Russia doesn't get out of there. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? That's another reason I voted for Trump, because none of you out here pay any attention to domestic or any to foreign affairs like I pay attention to foreign affairs. And I pay attention to foreign affairs because the reason I do is because it's important. If Kamala Harris would have got elected, we would have had World War III. Trump, on the other hand, when he ran the first time in the first presidency, there were no wars. Everybody was working. The stock market was up sky high, whether you care about that or not. There are a lot of people that do. Okay? 401ks were up. Okay? Now, since Trump's been, quote, elected president, you have Bitcoin up sky high. You have the stocks up sky high. Why? Because businesses now are going to start getting back into the fold. The stock market's going to start going back up again. And I know what you're saying. I don't care about those rich people in the stock market. Well, you should. Because if you remember the collapse of the stock market and Wall Street, and the president at the time, George W. Bush, decided to go ahead and just hand money over instead of giving them banks, credit card companies, all these people all got all this relief money. And what did they do for the consumer? Absolutely zero. Nothing. Okay? Not a thing. All right? I don't know if you can remember that far back, because a lot of you in this country smoke too much pot. And your brain is just not there. And I have nothing against pot. I have nothing against pot because I'm working on getting medical marijuana so I can get better. It does help for that purpose. Okay? But I'm talking about the ones that sit there every day and just get high. All right? And don't know about anything else, or don't care, or you just don't, you're not there, you're just not around. Okay? That's the folks I'm talking about. We have 4 countries, 4, that I have pointed out that are out to get this country. If Kamala Harris was the president, that would have happened. Okay? North Korea, China, Iran, and Russia. Okay? All right. This is Ralph's Opinion. Sorry we ran late tonight. We will be we'll be getting off the air at approximately 8:30. All right. Spirit Airlines found for bankruptcy. Trump's cabinet we're going to talk about. Got a lot to talk about here on Ralph's Opinion right after these words.
Well, I have an agent for you who has great customer service and will meet your insurance needs. Robin Campbell, Farmers Insurance and Bristol West Insurance. He will help you with auto, life, renters, fire, and more. Call Robin today at 412-366-3399. Tell Robin Ralph Williams sent you. Robin Campbell Insurance. You like basketball? Well, I have a basketball team here in Pittsburgh called the Steel City Yellow Jackets. They're an ABA basketball team who has won championships and have affordable ticket prices. Their home games are played in the Allentown section of the city of Pittsburgh. Check out scyyellowjackets.com for game information and tickets. Look forward to seeing you there. How about some sponsorship advertising with RW Media Productions? Affordable rates. You can get 6 podcasts, 2 radio shows on 1250 AM and 92.5 FM The Answer, and on rwmediaproductions.com as well. All for one affordable price. Call today, 412-545-4317, or email at ralphwilliams737@gmail.com. Look forward to hearing from you.
Ralph Williams here to talk to you today about Candlewood Suites in Erie. Candlewood Suites in Erie is a hotel you do not want to go to. I experienced an issue where I needed my sheets changed, and my wife went up to complain and say something. She raised her voice a little bit. They kicked us out. If you don't want to go through any of this stuff, the hotel is a dump. The general manager has bad customer service experience. So please do yourself a favor and do not stay at the Candlewood Suites in Erie, because if you do, you will regret it. So do not stay there, please. And please spread the word to anyone you know that's going to Erie to tell them not to stay at this Candlewood Suites hotel. It's a disgrace what goes on there. They disrespected me as a handicapped person, and they disrespected my mother as a senior citizen. So please do not go there. Thank you. All right, we're back here at the Ralph's Opinion, and we're in the Mata Heating and Air Conditioning Studio, 724-201-0500. Mata heating and air conditioning. All right. And please don't forget this coming Saturday is the triple header of Ralph. And first, we start off with the Ralph Williams Show. My guest is Eric Montardi. And Eric is with the Allegheny Institute of Public Policy. And we're going to talk about Pittsburgh public schools. We're going to talk about the city and the county budgets, what was said, what's going on. And in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be having Jim Guns Allenbogen on, former city or county councilman. And also I'm working on Sam DeMarco if he can ever get through this election, which we're going to talk about next here before we get into Trump's cabinet. Don't worry, we'll get into Trump's cabinet. All right. So, all right, the Ralph Williams Show, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., 12:50 a.m., 92.5 FM, The Answer. And also every Saturday, 2 to 3 p.m. on The Answer, 12:50 a.m., 92.5 Sports Corner Radio Show. Ralph Williams, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, and Luther Dupree. And also don't forget at 9 a.m., the External Bum Show with me, Ralph Williams, Scott Morganroth, Leo Haggerty, Jeremy Ballrick, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and now we are on the Huddle Sports Network. So you can catch us on Roku on the Huddle Sports Network for the External Bum Show. And I'm working on getting Sports Corner and some of my other shows on there as well. All right. All right, let's talk about this McCormick Casey battle here. All right. Bob Casey is the senator for Pennsylvania. Dave McCormick is the Republican who ran against Casey. One media outlet determined that Dave McCormick was the winner. Now, it's too close to call. We're still saying that now. Okay? On the other hand, Bob Casey's people, or his contingent, or whatever you want to call them, decided to go to court and challenge this. So now the judges ordered a recall. So now people like Sam DeMarco, who is the Republican county council person at large here for Allegheny County, is on the elections board. So now they have to recount all of the votes. Okay? Look, I have nothing against Bob Casey. I've always liked Bob Casey. In fact, I voted for Bob Casey. Just to let you know, again, I will vote across party lines, despite the fact I'm a Democrat. Bob Casey's problem was he didn't do a lot of campaigning. He didn't speak in a whole lot of places. You hardly saw him anywhere. And a lot of people, from what I understand, are frustrated and sore with him because he never really came around. The big radio station here says he's never been on that station ever in 18 years. And the whole time he's never been on that station. That's pretty damn sad. Okay? My mom, she made a comment, and that is that, and my mom is a big-time Democrat. She said Casey lost because he looks old. Casey lost because Casey decided to have boys and girls bathrooms. Casey lost because he approved the Biden bill to have transsexuals play sports. Men, boys playing on girls' teams, girls playing, well, that's, you know what I'm talking about. Okay? I'm not going to go no further with that. Okay? Boys and girls' bathrooms, locker rooms. Okay? He voted on that. A lot of people took that sore, and I don't blame people. Okay? My nieces go to high school. You think I want boys dressed like girls or whatever in the girls' bathroom with them? No. Okay? No, I don't. All right? And if I had kids, I wouldn't want it. You catch what I'm saying? Maybe that's something that you might like. And you know what? Again, I got nothing against those people. Nothing whatsoever. Okay? But when it gets to where it affects the kids, and you got to put them, and you're putting men in boys and girls bathrooms and things like that. Okay, that's when I have a problem. And Casey didn't burn it. He burned a lot of bridges with that. Casey could have probably won this election by a landslide if he didn't vote for everything Joe Biden did. And I get it. He's a Democrat supporting his president, helped Pennsylvania. Did it? I don't know. I don't know what kind of federal money, other than what was the rescue plan in COVID that was given to the cities in Pennsylvania here. Okay? But Casey should just take his ball and go home. That's what he should do. Spend some time with your grandkids, Bob. Okay? I met him once about 6 years ago? Yeah. I met him. Nice guy. All right. Did some funding for something that I was involved in, which was great. But the last 4 years, he has spent sticking his nose so far up Joe Biden's butt that it came out of Joe Biden's nose. Okay? That is where Bob Casey has been. And I'm sorry, I voted for Joe Biden. I did that because the first time Trump was president, he acted like a third grader. Now, he's wised up a little bit. He's still doing some of his derogatory comments, but he's eased back a tad. And I think he's the best guy to fix what's broken. And we have a broken country right now. This country is broken. Okay? This is the most broken country I've ever seen in my life. And it's really awful because you wouldn't think that there would be a broken country like it is now. But it is. It's there. That's where we're at here. Okay? That's exactly where we are. We have a broken country. Okay? It's that simple. It's the way it is. All right? What's Ralph's opinion on that today? All right. People stressed out from the election. All I hear is, well, I got stressed out from the election. How? If you're a Democrat and you just push the lever and the whole thing goes, which goes on a lot around here in Allegheny County in the Pittsburgh area, because everybody's a loyal Democrat. I'm not. I mean, I'm a Democrat, but I will vote across party lines as I did in this election. Okay? I told you I voted for Bob Casey. At the same time, I voted for Donald Trump. Okay? And I have had nothing against Kamala Harris for being a woman. I voted for Hillary Clinton. All right? It's that simple. Okay? But people having stress over the election, what? It's an election. What do you mean you're stressed out over the election? What, you didn't know who to choose because you watched some of that rhetoric on TV? Oh, so-and-so, is a man going in women's bathrooms, or so-and-so didn't pay their taxes, or so-and-so was with prostitutes, or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So you're all stressed out over that. There's a lot to be stressed out at. Your job, getting to work every day, life as a whole, and then you're going to be stressed out over an election? For real? What's Ralph's opinion on that today? All right. FEMA employees fired for, get this now, helping people with homes helping people with homes and not helping people with homes for voting for a certain candidate. So If I'm a FEMA employee, and I go to the I go and I look over your house and I find out that you're Laws 22 says, Ralph, how are you? Laws 22, thank you. Laws 22, the election was stressing me out. Okay. Well, Josh says, my opinion is Ralph has a lot of opinions. Yes, I do. That's why it's called Ralph's Opinion. Thank you, Josh, for that. And Laws 22, Dylan's worker was so stressed out about the election, she had to take the week off. Wow. Okay. That's why I don't do the election no more. I used to be a judge of elections at a polling place. I don't do it no more. I don't need it, and I'm not going to put up with it. I had people who didn't show up. I had to call people in a pinch to get somebody there. Okay. Unfortunately for me, I was at a slow polling place, because if I was at a busy one, I would have been screwed. Okay. But a FEMA worker gets fired because the stupid idiot decides to listen to his boss. Well, that's not a stupid idiot. It's just somebody who was listening to his boss, who told him, well, I don't know who the candidates were, but if it was, well, if these people voted for Kamala Harris or had Kamala Harris signs out on their property, they don't get anything from us. Okay. All right. Boss says good choice. All right. Yeah, exactly. I gave up a long time ago. I gave up a few years back. I had to go look for help because, well, I knew people, I had friends who had done the job, so I was able to call them. But I had a full staff and nobody showed up. I didn't like that one. Okay. All because the 90-year-old woman who was there before me wasn't there. What? So you're going to screw me because I'm the new judge? Is that what you're going to do? Yeah, you did it. And it was a presidential election, and I wasn't going to be there till midnight because people want to line up at 8:00 at night when the polls close. Not me, not this guy. See, I have something what's called common sense, and I don't need the $150 or whatever they pay, which isn't a lot, that much. They don't provide us with food. They don't provide us with drink. I said something on Tuesday on Sports Corner that's actually quite interesting. Smoking Jim and I were talking about the post game. We had the Steeler post game show, and I was talking about the little things that the Steelers did to win their game. It's the little things that count. Like, for instance, since the election people in this county are cheap and they don't want to pay that well, okay, what's a little thing you could do for everyone? Coffee, donuts in the morning, lunchtime, come by with some pizza, burgers, maybe set up a grill and cook some food. I'm not doing it. I got enough work to do. Okay? No, we got to go out. We're on our own. Okay? It's called the little things. And things like that would make me, okay, well, maybe they don't pay a lot, but I would be willing to do it for that purpose. Okay? That's called the little things. And it's not just in Pennsylvania or in Allegheny County here. It's all across the nation. Of course, nobody wants to work anyway. But poll workers are not going to work if you're not going to feed them. Okay? All right. All right. Josh says, Scott told me you were quite a dingaroo player who would hear a play on here. Okay, whatever. All right. Ralph, do you have a day job or is this your full time like Scotty? I cannot work a gainful employed job because I'm handicapped, but I do this. This is what I do. And you know what's funny? I don't make hardly that much money with this because I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it because I love to talk to people. And I didn't get my opportunity like I should have on Pittsburgh radio here. So when podcasting actually got hot, I started doing it. Okay. Trump and Elon are going to gut the government and quit wasting the taxpayers' money. I don't know. I don't think so. Not this time. No, I'm not rich, Josh. If I was rich, I wouldn't tell you anyway. No, I'm not rich. I will tell you that, Josh. That's the honest to God's truth. I am not rich. I have sponsors, and some of them are barter. Do you know what barter means? And some of them I help friends out who have been friends of mine for a long, long time. One guy has a struggling floral business, so he asked me if I could help him out. I said yes. Okay. If I was that rich and I had that many sponsors, Josh, why would I be asking for more? Why would I be promoting the fact that I have sponsorship advertising? I'm content with what I have. I don't need no more or no less. I'm content with what I have. I don't care who makes a penny more than I do. Okay? My wife and I were content on what we have. All right? Thank you. Yeah, see, there you go. Josh, I heard you have 2 Teslas there. Is that true? Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. Oh, yeah. See, there you go. There's nothing wrong with that, Josh, being rich in faith. Oh, there you go. KFC, you mean? Oh, there you go. Hey, you never know. I'm trying to get 7-Eleven. Oh, thank heaven for 7-Eleven. Okay? You know, just because I have sponsors, that doesn't mean I make money. And no, I don't work. I cannot work a gainfully employed job because I am in a wheelchair and I am handicapped. I'm disabled. I have more ailments than you know. But you know what's good? What's funny about this, Josh? It's the concept that I'm here doing this. There's people that are in wheelchairs that do absolutely nothing. They sit back, they drink beer, they play PlayStation, and that's what they do. Me, I do this. And I've always said, as long as I have this and this, I'm going to continue going where I'm going. Okay? You don't know the ailments I have. I have a lot of them, and I'm in pain every day. Okay? I have had to drop weight in order to get surgeries. So, Josh, no, I'm not rich. I'm content on what I have. And just because I'm handicapped, that doesn't mean I don't, you know. All right. It's nice to hear from everyone tonight. And Josh and the guys are proud of you. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Bloss22. There you go, Josh. Thank you. All right. God has blessed me very well. Okay. And I'm content with what I have and what he's blessed me with. I'm blessed to have 2 radio shows. I'm back on the microphone on the radio. That's all I'm happy about. I'm happy I'm here talking to you. All right. When we come back, we're going to go over Trump's cabinet right after these words.
I'm here today to tell you about some great pizza. This great pizza is at the original Hometown Pizza in Moon Township, right on University Boulevard. Call them at 412-264-4444. Again, that number is 412-264-4444. Eat in, take out, and delivery. Look forward to you calling them. Tell them Ralph Williams sent you, and you get a discount on your order. The original Hometown Pizza. Do you need flowers for a wedding anniversary, funeral, or for your sweetheart? Call Alex's Flowers today. 412-661-6071. Alex's Flowers is a full-service florist specializing in a variety of flowers, plants, balloons, fruit, munch, gourmet, and plush. 30 years in the flower business, Alex has the right flowers for you. Also online at alexsflowers.com. Digital Data gives you on-demand access to a team of professional web designers and data-driven marketers for an affordable monthly flat rate. Discover your website's earning potential today. At Digital Data, our goal is to provide small businesses with the tools and services they need to be successful online by utilizing our team's deep knowledge and experience. Call now 866-276-9504.
All right, we're back here. The Ralph's Opinion Show here every single Wednesday night at 7:00. We no longer do Ralph's Opinion Local. As you know, I have my own local show here, radio show here called The Ralph Williams Show. So check that out. I'll be posting on social media on Sunday. It airs on Saturday at 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. on AM 1250 and 92.5 FM. The Answer. Mata Heating and Air Conditioning is our studio sponsor. They sponsor our studios here in the Allentown section of the city of Pittsburgh. We have in studio 808. All right. Okay, Trump's new cabinet. Let's take a look at his cabinet and advisors. Okay. But first, I'm going to answer this question to Josh. I started in radio at the late 80s, went through the 90s doing TV, had TV and radio in the late 90s, and then in the early 2000s, I said, I'm done. Wasn't getting anything out of it, had other priorities. Then I got back into it around 2020, and I'm back again. You ever hear from Aerosmith? I'm back in the saddle again. Well, I'm back. Okay, no, they won't deliver to Texas, Boss 22, unfortunately, but, you know, nothing wrong with Texas, great state. Just sad that the Cowboys are what they are. But, all right. Chief of Staff, Susie Wiles. We had already known about that one. And this is Trump's cabinet now. Deputy Chief of Staff, Stephen Miller. All right. So, who's Stephen Miller? Well, he's the White House Chief of Staff for Policy, a role that would have him taking on a leading, writing, and implementing the administration's immigration agenda. Okay. Which, of course, Trump ran on when he ran for president. One of the things he wants to change is immigration and the law and the border and all that other stuff. Okay. One of serving most trusted advisors. He worked at Trump's first campaign with him. All right. White House counsel, Bill McKinley. McKinley is a longtime election attorney who served as the White House cabinet secretary in Trump's first term. All right. And he took on a new role as outside counsel for the Election Integrity and Republican National Committee. The role of the White House General Counsel serves as the legal advisor for the president in regards to ethics, oversight, and judicial nominations. Okay. The General Counsel also is the point of contact between the White House and the justice system. All right. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth. We spoke about him earlier. He said that women shouldn't be in combat in the military. And Whoopi Goldberg made a comment back to him saying, well, he was never in the military. Okay. Which, if he was never in the military, why would he be the defense secretary? All right. Elon and Valik will be running the Department of Government Efficiency. Yes, absolutely. I think Candy should start doing your station breaks. Yeah, she can. She has a good voice. I have to get in touch with someone anyway for some other stuff involving my radio show. So, Hegseth here. Now, here we go. Now, I want Whoopi Goldberg to listen to this. Is a veteran of the Army National Guard, where he did tours and duty in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Guantanamo Bay as an infantry officer. So this guy, obviously, Whoopi Goldberg, would know what the military curtails. Okay? Attorney General Matt Gaetz. All right? Let me see what this says. Why would women not be in military combat? I don't know. Some like it, some don't. I know somebody who got in the military and got out because she was walking around with a clipboard in Germany inspecting kitchens. I'd rather be inspecting kitchens than watching bullets going over my head, wouldn't you? There you go. Say it all the time. All right. All right. Matt is the Florida congressman, has been a loyal ally to Trump in the House since President's-elect first term in office. He was a prime mover behind former Republican Speaker Kevin McCarthy's political defenestration last year. McCarthy did not block a House Ethics Committee, investigation tied to sex trafficking, drug allegations into Katz. Katz has denied those allegations, and so on and so forth. Another lie of allegations. Happens every time. All right. I'm nice to hear that everyone has finally agreed and is on board with me, unlike some other slump. I like that. There you go. All right. Josh is always full of sense of humor. Department of Homeland Security Governor Kristi Noem, which is a woman in his cabinet, and the second woman. So everyone goes out there and says Trump hates women. No, he don't. He don't hate women. And I'm not going to go on about abortion. I'm not doing that. Okay? John Ratcliffe, Central Intelligence Agency Director. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, we expected that. Marco Rubio has been a longtime ally of Trump for many years. Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard. Here we go. Another woman in his cabinet. So quit sitting there going, Trump don't like women. He hates women. He doesn't hate women at all. Okay? Into Scott's no filter. Well, I'm glad you came here. Well, tell that to him, Josh. Don't tell that to me. Yeah. All the shows that Scott puts on are good shows. Why would you even say that? All right. I love YouTube too. It's my favorite. All right. Next, National Security Advisor Mike Waltz. Not related to Tim Waltz at all. Tim Waltz, nothing. Not even close. All right. Border Czar Tom Homan. Okay. U.S. Ambassador to Israel. Guess who? Mike Huckabee. Who better? Who better than to be part of that? Why? Mike Huckabee is a religious man. And, he was a senator or a congressman, ran for president one time, many years ago. Okay. So, there we are. That is some of his cabinet. All right. Now, hold on. Let's see what else we have here. UN Ambassador Elise Stefanik. Here we go. Another woman. EPA Administrator, former Representative Lee Zeldin. Okay, not done yet. Department of Government Efficiency, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. Okay, that guy ran for president. Remember him? Okay, my favorite candidate at the time was Tim Scott from South or North Carolina or wherever, or Georgia or whatever it was. I forget where he was from. But I tell you what, no, I'm not singing a song I don't sing. I already said things about that earlier. You missed it. And I'm not going over it. All right. All right. So there you are. There's Trump's cabinet. Okay. All right. 3 Delaware school workers accused of putting hot sauce into the food of a mentally challenged or mentally disturbed patient at a mental clinic. What is going on here that our kids cannot go to school? Now, this kid was mentally challenged. I blasted these people Monday on my The Way We See It show, which you can catch my archive version on my YouTube channel, and please subscribe. I still need 21 more subscribers to make my 200, which I'm looking to do by the end of the year. Okay. No, I didn't skip your comment. I never skipped. I didn't skip not one comment of yours. I put it up. I did not skip it. I put it up. Just because I don't read it, that don't mean I didn't put it up here for everyone to see. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know. It's the same thing all the way down the board here. All right. Let me see what we got here. What's your opinion on bringing back bullying campaign? I like it. I like the bullying campaign. Bullying in school shouldn't happen. Kids kill themselves over that stuff. It's ridiculous. Okay? School districts don't do enough for anything anyway. So what's the difference? Okay? All right? The teachers that do work, they're so overworked, they don't even want to do their job anymore. Parents are horrible. They go to school, they threaten to sue teachers in the school district every time something's wrong with their kid gets touched or something like that after the kid acted up and caused problems, punched teacher in the mouth. Teacher got fired for disciplining the kid here in Pittsburgh at the Pittsburgh Public Schools because he punched a kid in the mouth because the kid punched him in the mouth. Okay? This is what the progressives don't want you to do. Defend yourself. All right? Listen to my Ralph's Opinion show. Or not Ralph's Opinion. Well, I know you're watching this show. But the Ralph Williams show. I'm going to be talking this Saturday about progressives. I got a whole thing full of stuff to talk about progressives. I give examples all the time on this program or on the way we see it about what progressives are doing. And they're terrible. They're going to take your city down too, so don't vote them in anymore. Telling you. But that's sad that these Delaware workers would do that. Why? Explain something to me, please. Explain why they would do that. Put hot sauce in his kid's food. He's mentally challenged to begin with. Okay? And then there we go. All right. I don't want people to say I'm not getting into bullying's not awesome. Okay? Yeah, I wanted to be a teacher, never did it. I went to school to be a radio disc jockey instead. All right. Ended up in a poorhouse. So there you go. But, like I said, I'm content on what I have and what's going on. All right. Is this economy real or not? This is going to be our final segment of the night here. Wait a minute. Other than the fact Spirit Airlines today announced they're filed for bankruptcy. And that's sad because they're the number one discounted airline in the nation. They just got their plane shot at in Haiti, okay? Because there's still unrest going on there, all right? Don't worry, Biden's giving them, he's giving them aid too, So there you are with that, okay? Haiti will never be the same and never will at all. A big car millionaire. I know some people who are. Again, Josh, I'm not answering that question. Okay, I already talked about that earlier in the show. No, I'm not doing it again. My opinion is, as long as they stay away from me, I don't care what they do. I don't. I personally don't care. But young kids getting taught how about to do it and getting support from the school districts and the government paying for it, I have a problem with that. But I could care less about them people, any of them, or what they do with their life. As long as it doesn't affect me, I don't care, Josh. It's that simple. Okay? Yes, my opinion, I gave it to you. But Spirit Airlines here, that's massive. And now they're talking about laying off pilots, furloughing employees, selling planes. They have to do some kind of liquidation for bankruptcy. You know how it is. All right? I feel bad for Spirit because the people who regulate the selling of these airlines or mergers or whatever, they decided that they weren't going to let JetBlue or Frontier buy them. So blame them if your favorite airline, Spirit, is going bankrupt. I don't know why we don't start hauling agencies like that to the carpet. Oh, but it's going to be a monopoly. So what? Everything else is a monopoly around here. Look at the hotel industry. Look how many hotels Wyndham owns. Look at how many hotels IHG Hospitality, who I don't choose to talk about, owns. Okay? I don't know Delo77, but thank you for being part of the program. I don't know. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. I have flown Spirit. Charter airplane from Pittsburgh to Atlantic City. We used to have charter flights or flights from Pittsburgh to Atlantic City. Spirit did, and I've half flown. And you are right; their seats are very difficult. All right, all right. Yeah, I'm on a rant. That's right. I'm always on a rant. That's why I have a segment called Ralph's Rant. I don't do it here. I should, and I will. Start next week. Ralph's Rant right here on Ralph's Opinion Local or Ralph's Opinion. The local is gone. That's gone. I have the Ralph Williams Show on the radio station here in Pittsburgh, and it will be uploaded onto Spotify. It will also be uploaded onto soon, and also uploaded onto social media. So you'll be able to, if you don't catch it, you'll be able to listen to it there. Okay. All right. Thank you, Will Carafa. Thank you. I could care less who grabbed whose pants. This show is nationwide. You're right. I don't know Joe Rogan that well, and I don't care. That simple. All right. Donald Trump has a 10-point school plan, and we're going to wrap this up here. All right. And part of that is he wants to stop the K through 12 schools, which is affecting teaching. All right. It's affecting the outcome of schools when you have kindergarten kids in the same school with high school kids. So anybody that decides that they're going to do K through 12, Trump is going to put it to them. And I don't blame him. Here in Pittsburgh, we have K through 8. We have 6 through 12. We have that kind of thing. Well, now the school system here in Pittsburgh has decided to go back to K through 5, 6 through 8, and 9 through 12. They have come up with a plan to do that again. Because before, they were massing kids into these schools and doing it like that. All right. Come to find out that's not workable. All right. Okay. Here we are. It's a nice crowd tonight. Thank you for tuning in. No, I don't know. Don't care. I don't know much about electric cars, but I do know that they don't last long. You have to charge them up all the time. I'd rather just fill up with gas. All right. Josh is on the world tonight. Yeah, exactly. That shouldn't go on, Josh. But that's the Miami school system. All right, a couple of announcements here before I go. Don't forget later on tonight, 9 p.m., I'm going to take me a little break, eat me a little late supper, and at 9 o'clock on the kneecap biting with the Detroit Lions with Jeremy Ballrick. I will be on tonight on the football roundtable, and possibly later on I will be on with Peter Blake on the Sports Web. I don't know if Peter's going to be on tonight. He didn't get back to me, so I'm not exactly sure. Both will be. Peter's show will be simulcasted here on my network if I'm on with him tonight. If not, because he's been doing some different things with his studio, and I'm not sure if he's going to be on tonight or not. So, but I will be on with Jeremy. Okay. Tomorrow night, I will be on the South Florida Tribune Network. It's a show called Fire Up with Candy Ebling, myself, Jeremy Ballrick, and Penn Live from Penn Man. He's our new co-host. He's from Pittsburgh here. He and I are going to be hooking up on some shows and stuff. So I'll be getting in touch with him as well. Check that out. And Don't forget the triple header of Ralph this Saturday. It starts at 8 a.m., 12:50 a.m., 92.5 FM, The Answer. The 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., the Ralph Williams Show. My guest will be Eric Montardi from the Allegheny Institute for Public Policy. And we're going to talk about Pittsburgh Public Schools. We're going to talk about the Allegheny County and city budgets that were just released. And then at 9 a.m., the External Bum Show, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and also on the Huddle Sports Network on Roku. Check us out there as well. All right. And then finally on Saturday, to wrap it up here, I know some of the football games start a little late, 2 to 3 p.m., 12:50 a.m., 92.5 FM, The Answer. And you can listen online on The Answer's website and also on iHeartRadio and just punch up The Answer. Sports Corner Radio Show, Ralph Williams, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, and Luther Dupree. Until next Wednesday at 7 o'clock sharp, I'm Ralph Williams. This has been Ralph's Opinion. Have yourself a great day. And I'm sorry that I didn't get to everybody's comments, but you have yourself a great one. And thank you for watching.